That's fire. What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy Ray here with another one. Tom MacDonald, the machine, brother. The machine. And so, just in case, this, that, and the third, Ray this, Ray that, Ray this, Ray, yes. Understand. And I think that's all I have to say about that. I have it right over here. Because I had to keep them away from each other. That's a fact. So he's still in the wall of legends. Because Tom MacDonald is an absolute fact, a legend. Federico, cut the fucking beat, man. I can't wait to get into this one. I heard Tom was talking in this one. He was talking for real, for real. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Tom MacDonald. The machine. It is on you. Let's go.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel
That's a fact. He's dead center in the middle, man. I'm me. Why do I have to pick left or right? I ain't doing none of that. There's always going to be a group of people that are going to hate the left. There's going to be a group of people that hate the right. It is what the fuck it is. You should move the fuck on. Understand, your vote doesn't count.
suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda.
From the swastika to the Holocaust? Come on, dog. That's fire. I like that.
All, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through.
He's pretty much saying the whole entire interwebs. You got a bunch of Nazis. You guys are always trying to push an agenda. You always trying to, deal with shit with violence and wars and all this other stuff. And that comes with media, with social media, with government, with everything in this whole entire United States. We have the people that are leading all this shit right now are leading it for shit that is trending, for war, for all that other fucking bullshit. Because all that shit has one thing in common. It generates fucking money. And it's as simple as that. All this shit that we go through, all this war, all this killing, all this hate that we see on social media and on the news and everywhere we fucking go, it's all them pushing that agenda. To keep us scared, to keep us not asking questions because it's too violent or too whatever. People say, Tom MacDonald can't be talking about this because he's not from here and da-da-da. And that's fine. I can understand and I can see it in that side. But at the other side, what's the difference between him doing that or you talking shit about, let's just say, another fucking country? Ain't the same fucking thing? All right, then. So, when you keep it that way, he has the right to say whatever the fuck he wants to say. That's a beautiful part about being in this country. And I take a lot about that whole thing, you're not from here, because my parents are not from here. My parents got their citizenship just like Tom probably got his citizenship. So when you can start saying that you say that he doesn't belong here or he shouldn't be talking about shit that's going on here, it's kind of throwing shit at my parents. And then not intentionally, of course, and I know that, but it's kind of like, well, what happens if my dad decides that he wants to get on here and start saying, this is what's wrong with the governor of Florida, or this is what's wrong with this, and he gets on social media, so that means that he shouldn't say anything either. He needs to keep himself muted. He can't talk. But then, why did he come to this country then, if his voice is being shut down? Why did he come to the land of the free if he can't even say what he feels? That's the way I take that whole conversation. Facts.
All they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a...
And that's what I was saying in the other video that I did. That was exactly what I was saying in the other video that I did. You guys are pushing that agenda that the blacks are this and then whites are that, and you guys, the more you talk about it, the more it's brainwashing people's head, and that's what it is. That's what being black is. Disadvantage and poverty and all the other stuff and whatever, and then the whites with the white privilege, they get everything they want. Both are false. But yet we hold it to so much of an esteem, like it's an absolute fact. Yes, some people fucking struggled. Absolutely. Are you struggling? No. Stop acting like you are. And for the ones that have a problem with the black people, the ones that put them all in the same goddamn fucking category, it's 2024. That shit's old already. The way you guys fucking think, it makes no fucking sense in this whole entire fucking world. So you guys need to fucking relax. Can we all just, like, we all going through this whole shit together? Why are we making it so hard on ourselves? Why do we decide to be upset about something? Because just like when I went into work today, just like when I went into the family birthday that we went to, just like every time I go into a place, there's a group of people, and you know what I see? Everybody, the top of everybody's fucking head. You letting that phone and all that shit in there make you make your decision for you. It's blocking your fucking thought waves, and you can't come up with your own conclusion about anything. So I said, man, put that phone shit away, man. This weekend, I'm trying this weekend to be completely away from my phones. I'm trying to do that every weekend when I'm not doing videos. To stay away from technology, period. And spend time with my family, put the fucking phone in the charger and leave it there. Because sometimes you need to unwind, because if not, you're going to start digging into that shit, and you're going to start digging deep into it, and there's going to be an obsession, and then you're going to be right along like a zombie. Boom. And then you're back at it.
Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways.
Isn't that a fact, though? Isn't that a fact, though? That is an absolute uber fact.
If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now
if whites believe that they really have the white privilege, they're never gonna help you get the same privileges that they have. But you keep on saying white privilege this, white privilege that, and putting that agenda out there. And then black people are lazy, and black people don't want to work, and black people don't want to do this and want to. No, are you crazy? I work in the auto part industry, in automotive industry. And one of the hardest workers that I've ever worked with are a whole bunch of black dudes. They in there to make their money, they in there to get the fuck out. They're not in there to play around, they ain't doing no bullshit. They're gonna get in there, they're gonna do their fucking job, they're gonna get their check, and they're gonna go home. That's it. They're the one of the hardest workers I've ever worked with. It's just because the ones that you have been thrown at, you think they're all that way, and then the same thing vice versa. We have just as much poor whites than we do black. We need to work together. We need to change it from the inside. If enough of us get together, and I'm not talking about a couple of thousand, I'm talking about a couple of million, hundreds of millions, get together and try to fight this system, there's only so much they could do. They're going to have to break down. But how the fuck are we going to fight them if we're fighting each other? I like having fun. I don't know about you guys. I enjoy having fun. But getting into getting into just living in the chaos of drama and the whole internet shit. I don't understand how people could do that. How they could waste so much of their life in that. Every time I see that I'm getting too much on the phone, I force myself and I put it down and I don't touch it for a couple of hours. Because I don't want to end up being one of those zombies, man. I like having conversations with people. I like taking walks and doing this and doing that. I like doing that type of shit. I don't like being on that fucking box.
Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
Ooh.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label.
Woo! Wow! That was hard. That was hard, man. I almost peed a little when you said that. Tom, relax, Tom. I like that. That was a bar.
I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us. They don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, because vote.
They want you to choose left or right, so you won't think for yourself. You gotta have to choose one. Let me talk for you. Fuck out of here. No. Absolutely not. And I don't know. I don't know the answer. Just like nobody knows the answer. We don't know what's gonna take to fix this like what you call it, this machine that is broken. Obviously, I don't know what is it gonna take. I don't know who is it gonna take, but I'm already getting up there in age. I'm already almost 40. I'm not old. Don't say that. I'm still a young pup. But I'm gonna get old, and I am gonna pass, and I'm gonna move on to whatever is out there. It's gonna happen. I worry more for my kids. What they're gonna endure in 30, 40, 50 years. How is this gonna be in that time frame? So like you can only protect and you can only show your kids so much. But you don't know the unknown, so there's no way that you can show them how to combat something that you don't even know that exists yet. So that's what I worry the most. It is the future for my kids, because I've already done enough in my life where if God forbid something happens to me, I could die happy, because I literally have done what I wanted to do for all these years, and that's do this. So my bucket list is not that big, but I worry more for my kids and their future and their kids' future and their kids' future than anything else, because I don't see it changing. I see it getting worse. 2024 started weird as shit, and now I feel like it's calming down a little bit more. But let's see what happens.
Bias, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, because both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same.
Left wing, right wing, they both help the bird fly. That's crazy. Oh, he's talking on this one. Oh, this man is talking on this one. Holy shit. Left wing, right wing, they both help the bird fly. It's crazy. Go ahead, Tom.
For yourself, go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized, it's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms.
Who's fact checking the fact checkers? That's the problem. We don't know what's fact. I put a fact out there, and if I was wrong, I apologize that I was wrong. But I put a fact out there that I thought it was right, and obviously it's not right. So it is what the fuck it is. I can admit when I'm wrong. But who's fact checking anything of any of this? Who's the fact checkers of anything? Now I'm not even talking about Tom. I'm talking about anything you see on the internet. When you start scrolling, you start seeing all this other crazy shit and all these narratives that are being pushed. Boy, I'm telling you, man, when this man talks, he talks. And he's talking his shit right now.
Fact checking the fact checkers, I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place, you're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape.
You know how they call life, your 9 to 5 and everything's the rat race. You're following a strategically planned way of living. And it's the rat race. Everyone's goal is just work, pay bills, work, pay bills, work, pay bills. And it's a constant rat race. And you're trying to go and you're trying to succeed, but you're never going to succeed. You put yourself in a hole to a point where you have to keep on working for the rest of your life. You're too afraid to come out of that pocket or come out of that mind frame and try something different. So you're just this is safer. This rat race is safer. It makes me comfortable because I have money coming in and I can pay my bills and I can have a little bit of fun. People are content with that. That rat race is going to end up nowhere. They're going to take all your money. So let me get this straight. You're going to tax me on my check, and then you're going to tax me when I go to the store. And there's been a pothole in my street for the past about 2 years. It hasn't been filled. So, can you let me hold at least $30 so I can buy a bag of cement?
If you're first or third or if you're last place, you're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government.
Did it not say that? Like, unified we are so invisible, you guys. We win just by sheer numbers. So let's just throw something out there real quick. Since we're talking about it, let's say everybody quit. Let's keep it 100. If you do not work directly to the government, like the top do those, everybody just quit right now. Your light's not going to be shut off. Who's going to shut it off if they quit? Your water's going to work. Who's going to shut off your water? They quit. Ain't nobody there to turn that trigger off, buddy. Everybody quit. And see what happens. We help each other out, but everybody quit at the same time. And let us all focus on that. You think we won't win? Without us, they don't get money. Understand that. Without us, without the rats, their profit margin goes down. They make nothing. We're that powerful. We are that fucking powerful. but it's safer to run the rat race. It's just a safer bet. I know what I'm getting when I do this. I don't know what's going to happen if I do that. It's just the fear of it. And that fear is instilled by what you see on the internet. You see unprivileged people out and people recording these unprivileged people, these homeless people and everything. You don't want to be that. That to you is, oh my God, no. And then you see this person over here with this huge house with he goes into the house and he says, Alexa, turn on my lights, and all the lights turn on. And you see all this beautiful shit. And that to you means that you want that. They control your mind of what you want and what's real, what's not real. And that's why our generation's in there. Our generation, the reason they are the way they are is because of us. It's because the invention of this phone thing, the internet, this whole entire thing. It was a great idea, I'm pretty sure, when they thought of it. But what happens when you get a great idea and you give it to a whole bunch of uneducated people? It turns into shit. I don't know. I hope it gets better, and I hope that we can find down in the future, sometime in the future, I don't know when, but I hope that we could actually find some type of just a peacetime. Like there's no war going on. Gas is back down to like $1 and change because everything, the economy is going and it's growing, and there's a lot more jobs out there for people and more opportunities for other people and stuff like that. Let's just have a year of just that. And that alone will recoup this whole entire country. I almost can guarantee it. But that will never happen. Because it's my money and I want it now. Fuck out of here, man.
I'm not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teach.
You can call me what you want, but don't call me late for dinner. This man is eating his fucking food. You see the aggression, you see the passion in his fucking face?
Controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free.
That's a fact. That is a fact. And I don't care where you from. That's everywhere. They are teaching you what they want to teach you. And you take it as fact. And it starts with schools. Schools are bending over to the agenda. Because whether it be more funding for the school, more pay for the teachers, whatever the fuck it is. And now, where do the school get their books? Because maybe we can stop that. Maybe we go there and start changing the pages in the middle of the night before they ship it out for the new year. And put the actual facts behind some of this shit. Because we don't, honestly, my son asked me a question about history, and I told him, bro, I don't even know anymore. I don't. Yeah, but the book can say whatever it wants to say, bro. At this point, I don't know. I'm up to a point with this whole entire world, really, that I'm just like, do you know what the fuck to believe? You don't know what to listen to, what not to listen to. That it's almost better off living life as simple as possible, and not even indulging into anything. Just work, come home, spend time with your family, do the family thing, and just live your life and try to be as happy as possible. And that's all you can fucking do. because it's rough out here. It is absolutely rough out here, and there's not a lot of money out there, and there's not a lot of people that want to work. There's not a lot of people that just they don't want to put in the effort of making themselves better. So it's better to get on camera and start bitching and complaining about their lives, and instead of going out there and actually pushing to go do something with it. So to me, it's a waste of life. This guy jumps out the window. You want to do the same goddamn thing, but you want to do it more violent because you want to get more views. It makes no fucking sense. But that's where, you'll have, their followers and their fans, fighting for them, of course, and saying, no, I did this because, no, he did it better because he did 2 flips and then he fell. He only did 1 flip at the beginning, so it's automatically, like, bro, they both were good jumps. Like, why you gotta fucking, like, you just judge everything like that? Like, both of you guys did a great job jumping off the fucking building. The world is not just black and white, bro. There's so much things in this world that is so beautiful and so passionate and so loving and inviting and caring, and it's just not being exposed enough. That's all that it is. It's not being exposed enough, because negative is always going to overpower positivity, and it's us that did that. We need to stop blaming everybody and their mother. We need to start blaming us. Because some of us like to indulge in that bullshit. We're the one that gives all this power. Understand that. We're the ones that have the power for all this. Because I almost can guarantee if we all wake up one day and say, fuck it, we're all going to quit, and we start putting it on Instagram and everywhere in the world, and everybody starts quitting their job, and that starts trending, watch what happens. We're not taking this no more. We quit. We're going on strike until you guys get this shit right. Until we do that, ain't none of this. They're always going to have the fucking power. They're always going to have the fucking power. But if we go on strike, all of us as a whole country, go on strike and say, fuck it, I'm not doing this no more until you guys figure it out, I don't know what else to fucking tell you, because it's always going to be the constant fucking rat race. It's going to be over and over the same shit. We need to start the revolution of just going the world on strike until they figure the shit out. When that pocket starts getting a little bit lighter, they're gonna have no choice but to do something.
You to learn and never teaches you to think, so you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm. You don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms, and you don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but
evil is running the world like hell got no vacancy. That's crazy. Oh, why is he talking like this, though? He is talking his shit. Talk your shit then, Tom.
World now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Fire. And everything he said is an absolute fact. Absolute fact. You still playing? Relax. That shit was something dope. I like that. I like that a lot. And Tom MacDonald is that one dude that has that voice that about this politics shit. His voice speaks loud when it comes to this, to make a change for this country to be better. I'm never gonna find it wrong for him to doing what he's doing. I'm never gonna find that wrong, because that's a positive for me. And for my country too. That was a fire track. I love you guys. Nova did a great job once again. Nova with the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that. I got one more coming for you tonight. I love all of you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys in a minute. Peace.
Perfect.